Some silliness will go, but we secretly adore it. I own this field, I want you to stay. Please dig. Kevin Costner returned to the American screen in Yellowstone, giving fans another chance to watch performance like Morgan Freeman's. His greatness is an understatement. The iconic Golden Globe winner stole the show. The enchantment of his reappearance faded when he unexpectedly left the series. Unfortunately, he and his wife Christine Baumgartner soon made a life-threatening statement. What's this announcement? Can the situation improve? Watch this video to learn about this latest announcement. Fame may be tempting, but it costs. Once in the spotlight, every move is watched, making normal life difficult. Regaining attention is difficult due to the ongoing demand for confirmation. Kevin Costner's recession began in 2013. He returned strong with the Yellowstone series unexpectedly. Up the golden brick road to my future. A difficult task. Even after leaving the series, his aura remains. However, his and his wife's declaration is worsening things, as this video shows. Let us first explore how Costner discovered his acting interest. Not what you think. Sharon Ray and William Ray Costner were special lovers. They would follow each other to the bathroom and golf course. However, nothing could compare to their excitement when they saw Costner on January 18, 1955. They were still in Linwood, California, but William needed to remain in Compton for a while, and Sharon, as you might expect, would never leave him. The family moved to Compton, California, where the boy grew up. Although he was not wealthy, Kevin Costner did not grow up in poverty like some Hollywood actors. Sharon, his mother, worked in healthcare while William was an electrician. In addition to not being born into poverty, he differs from other famous Hollywood performers. He has a complicated ancestry unlike them. His father's ancestors were 1700s German immigrants to Northern Carolina. Though he is English, Irish, German, Scottish, and Welsh. His mother provides the American part, no thanks. William was a religious parent. He reared his son Kevin Costner as a Baptist. Kevin struggled with formal education as a child. The youngster never agreed with the school curriculum, but he was exceptional in piano, poetry, and singing. In reality, he sung in First Baptist Church Choir. Since he was musical, they let him take piano lessons to improve. Contrary to popular belief, he was not considering acting at this point. More intriguingly, Costner chose one of the movies you might not expect. Yes, Costner disliked wild westerns as a kid. He liked the others and was never readily persuaded. His opinion guided his decision. Not just movies, but songs too. Costner was extremely choosy, which would serve him well when he got more successful. Do not assume he does not change his mind or taste. Costner's elasticity and rigidity make him complex. Even with love and abundance, Kevin Costner was not happy as a child. Costner's father, an electrician, often moved, so his family had to too. While traveling may be appealing to some, the boy never supported it. He dreaded establishing new acquaintances again, but the displacement compelled him to. However, it scarred him with confidence loss. Imagine having trouble trusting yourself. How could anyone think he could do great things? He was close to finding great passion. He became passionate about acting after meeting Richard Burton. Consider Richard Burton to see how that's feasible. Burton was that talented kid who always knew what he wanted. Burton played Shakespeare since childhood because to his husky voice and exquisite performance. Everyone who saw him perform at playhouses or other theaters loved him. He was so amazing that critics rarely had negative things to say. The inevitable heir to Oliver the great Shakespearean actor, they thought. He went from theater to Hollywood and became famous. He gained famous for crazy westerns like Who is Afraid of Virginia Woolf this time. He was one of the few persons who made Kevin Costner enjoy westerns, and his success here was huge. However, as he was highlighted more, he became popular across America. Burton brought something different to the table and turned many heads, even though he never reached his full potential. While returning from Puerto Vallarta after his honeymoon in 1978, Costner was lucky to fly with Richard Burton. Like most people, he admired the man but asked the correct questions. He wondered if he could act. Richard Burton said he could have a good acting career. He also struggled with a question, if his personal life was secure as an actor. Burton's answer was more political because he never had a solid personal life. He told Costner such a life is achievable. Costner fell in love with acting that day. He started night acting classes because he worked throughout the day. After a while, he and his wife decided he needed a job that involved acting. That made Costner want to be an actor at all costs. At this moment, his wife was amazing. He received complete support from her. Where Kevin Costner started finding a passion for acting is different from becoming a star. Costner waited to star in a film. He wasn't expecting that from Sizzle Beach. He had been auditioning without being summoned till this great opportunity. The film was finished in 1979 but released in 1981. Since it wasn't documented, many thought his debut was Stacy's Night, or The Touch. He played frat boy Hash 1 in Ron Howard's 1982 film Night Shift. He was featured in Apple's 1983 5 and Apple Lisa commercials after a long absence. Opportunity seemed to not skip him after that. landing a small role in a nuclear apocalyptic film. From Testament, he earned another big chill part. Alex had several scenes when filmed, however most were removed during editing. Alex's unnatural death was a turning point in the film. Other minor jobs followed, but Costner wanted more. He pursued a breakaway at all costs. An answer was right in front of him. He hadn't tapped it. Lawrence Kasdan and Kevin Costner are friends. Despite having many movies to direct, he probably never considered casting Costner, a great performer and his friend. Kevin Costner suddenly realized he could convince him to it, and Lawrence, a good friend, promised him a prominent role in a movie he would direct. He practiced for the big role in other minor roles while waiting. One never knows when or who will disappoint them. Would Lawrence disappoint? No, Lawrence did not disappoint. As promised, he gave him a prominent role in Silverado. Costner also gave his best, knowing it might be all he needs to become famous. Silverado arrived in 1985, and Costner's role was popular. He was captivating and extraordinary. Therefore, this film is considered Costner's breakout season. Instead of classifying himself, he appeared in minor films like Is Everything All Right? He just hurled a shoe. Maybe You Can Help Me. Looking for another huge break to become a star. Any Fandango viewer would realize he deserves more. Costner found his answer 2 years after Silverado. He starred in The Untouchables as Elliot Ness, a brash, smartass, and nasty federal agent who would do everything to achieve what he wanted. Kevin, who took advantage of opportunities, got the job. He easily won over many Americans, and the media began to talk about him more. No Way Out, a thriller, was his lead part at the time. After that, he would wake up to find Kevin Costner had fulfilled his dream after much struggle. Costner did not keep seeking acting roles. His perspective was broader. Costner desired production company ownership. Costner and Jim Wilson founded TIG Production in 1990, fulfilling their dream. He raced to release his debut film on schedule. Directing was taught in night classes and seen firsthand. He wanted to use that expertise to make something spectacular. He always loved doing it correctly the first time. He makes sure he's knowledgeable before trying anything. His dedication produced Dances with Wolves, an epic film. Soon after its debut, the film became a nationwide sensation. 7 Academy Awards were won, including Best Director and Picture for Kevin Costner. Trying for the first time on the big stage and winning is so amazing. Man directors took years to get that. Costner is more than grit. He's gifted. Many would discuss that after the awards. Kevin was a brilliant actor and director by then. No easy task. Not only did he star in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with legends like Alan, but he also produced it. The film was praised for its style, actors, and directing, but criticized for its historical mistakes. It won Kevin Costner his lone Golden Globe for Best Actor Motion Picture Drama, despite historical inaccuracies. Kevin Costner, Pat Fields McCoy. Roger Ebert noted Costner played Garrison with poise and intensity. Like a guy with an idea he cannot let go of, he persisted, thinking there was more to the assassination. He played opposite Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard 1992. Again, he produced. Many knew about his exceptional production and directing skills. As expected, the film was a hit, financially successful. The next year, he played a criminal on the run in Clint Eastwood's Perfect World. In Entertainment Weekly, critic Owen Gilberman called him pathological. As a koala bear, he fared well here. Later, he played Wyatt Earp in a Lawrence Kasdan film. Hollywood has found its new star in Costner. This would last how long? Unless he unexpectedly lost his streak of success. This came with Waterworld and Postman. Waterworld was decent, but Postman was a failure. So bad that it won 7 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Director and Worst Actor for Kevin Costner. It injured Costner's ego so deeply that others said he was sad. He never produced a film after both, except for acting. He quit directing because he was afraid that when allowed to direct, he delegated. From then on, his career declined. For over a decade, Kevin Costner appeared in movies to revive himself without success. Through it all, his wife Christine Baumgartner realized his talent and supported him. In 2011, Costner reprised his role as Devil Anse Hatfield in the 3-part History Channel miniseries Hatfield's McCoys, which broadcast on May 28, 2012. He won many honors and performed better than before. The 2012 Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Miniseries or Movie, the 2013 Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Male Actor in a Miniseries or Television Movie, and the 2013 Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a Limited Series or Television Movie. His resurgence culminated in Yellowstone, his best role yet. Something sinister was already knocking on his door. The announcement by Christine Baumgartner and Kevin Costner. Despite his brilliance and grit, Costner's spouses throughout his life are inseparable from his success. Cindy Silva, whom he eventually divorced, became vocal in the house and supported him during his night classes. When he had acting problems, she was one of the few persons except Christine, who advised Costner to form a band that has since died. Beyond that, the band was more significant. It helped him through his struggles, like a match made in heaven. Christine did more, and they married in 2004. Rumors about them became widespread, many stating they were having problems. Most families go through a lot, but few share it. There were false rumors about them while they were dating. Many assumed whatever was wrong between them would dissolve over time if it wasn't a lie. All were incorrect when they split. A 20-year marriage ended that way, but not easy. It worsens. Her forensic account, $280,000. The prenup made her unliable for such things. Costner won the case, but he lost all he valued. His personal security, especially with his wife. His latest divorce brings back memories of his first. But remember that he asked Burton this when he was still unsure about performing. Though painful, the loss may not be as essential as what comes after, since this is a 20-year marriage. After a marriage goes south, many men change completely. Could Costner still excel after these? Time will tell. Thanks for finishing the video. Favorite Costner trait? Will he remain relevant? Comment below with your thoughts. Please click the following video if you liked it. You'd adore it.